Hey, 8th graders, this is lesson 1.2 light waves, and obviously this is the first lesson that we're going to be doing in this new unit of light. Your learning targets for today: I can describe how energy changes objects, and I can provide evidence that light is a form of energy. Okay, because we are starting a new unit, you obviously need to start a new section in your OneNote. So you are going to go into your OneNote, you're going to click Add Section, you're going to title it Light Waves, and then again add one page. Title the 2-page you guys have, vocab and key concepts. Today we have quite a bit to add. So for your guys' first part, you're going to add this to your key concepts, so your unit question: how does light interact with materials? So we're really going to kind of discover different ways that light can interact with materials and how it may change or may not change different materials. And then you guys need to add key concepts 1 through 4. So key concept 1, the movement of energy can be tracked by observing the changes the energy causes to matter. So we're going to kind of take a look at the fact that light is energy today and energy causes changes. Key concept 2, light carries energy that causes materials to change. Key concept 3, when light hits a material, the material can absorb the energy from light. And we're going to kind of refer back to this one later. It can absorb, but it doesn't always absorb. So we're going to talk about that more, I think, in chapter 2 or chapter 3. And then finally, key concept 4, when a material absorbs energy from light, the energy causes the material to change. So when it does absorb, we'll see a change in the material. Okay, so you guys should have added the unit question and those 4 key concepts under your key concepts. And then in your vocab, if we go on to the next slide, you're going to add energy, light, and absorb to your vocab page. So we've done energy several times before. Energy is the ability to make things move or change. Light is something that carries energy from one place to another, and we're going to find that it moves in waves here in chapter 2. And absorb is to take in. The noun form of this word is absorption. So you guys will see both of those today. And again, you guys should have added those 3 into your vocab. Okay, moving on to your warm-up. You guys have this little picture of the sun. The sun causes changes to things on Earth. Think of an object you have observed before and after it was left out in the sun. Describe how that object changed. So go ahead right here. You guys will answer the object that you've observed and how you guys have seen it change in the sunlight. Once you guys are done with that, you guys can play this video again and we'll move on to the next section. Okay. Next activity is activity 3, watch. You guys have a little video to watch, so you guys can go ahead. You'll need to pause this video and then you guys will need to watch this video. So if I open that link up, you guys are going to watch this meet with a spectroscopist. Okay, so it looks a little bit like that. So it's about 3 minutes long. So go ahead again, pause this video, watch that 3-minute video, and then come on back. Okay, a couple questions to follow up on that video is, first and foremost, okay, we have this map, and this is going to be kind of our underlying theme that we're looking at throughout this unit is skin cancer. So rate of skin cancer per 100,000 people. We have a little key over there, and you guys can see the different colors. Okay, and then if we look at the world map, you guys can see how that ranges. So if we're looking in like the Africa, Asia, and then a little bit of Central America right there, we have the lowest rates of skin cancer, then a little bit lower South America, lower part of Africa, little part of Asia over here. We've got a little bit more, and then that ranges clear up to Australia, which is going to be what we're focusing on. So Australia has the greatest rate of skin cancer, with the exception of some of these little countries here in Europe. Okay, so a couple questions you guys need to analyze with that is, which places have the lowest rates of skin cancer? So list the places that you guys see have the lowest. Which places have the highest rates of skin cancer? Again, take a look at that and tell me who has the highest. And then what ideas do you have about why different places have higher or lower rates of skin cancer? So talk about that. If we talk about Australia being one of the higher places, why do you think that is? Okay, compared to other places in the world. So that's kind of your guys' 3 questions to analyze that map. Okay, when you guys are done with that, we'll go ahead and move on to activity 4. So pause as needed. And when you guys are done, we'll come back to the video. Okay, so this is activity 4. This is a little hands-on. Obviously, if you guys are watching this video right now, you guys are working from home and do not have these materials in front of you. Obviously, if you're in class, the kids in class will have these materials to do. With that being said, you guys have little videos that you can watch. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is seeing how energy can change these different objects. So the first thing you guys are going to have is a liquid crystal sheet. And we will shine a flashlight on them, and then you guys will answer the question, did you observe evidence that light carries energy? So use your draw tool to circle yes or no, and then describe any evidence that you observe. So make sure you guys answer yes or no here, and then you describe down here. Don't answer yes or no down here. That's where you guys are supposed to kind of explain what you saw. Okay, again, if you right-click this link down here, it's going to take you guys into this little video with the liquid crystal paper. Okay. All right, moving on. Next part of the hands-on activity, you guys are going to be looking at a little solar-powered toy. So shine the flashlight on the solar-powered toy. You guys have a little video down here you can watch. Looks like this. Okay, they're both pretty short. And again, did you observe evidence that light carries energy? You're going to say yes or no. Remember that energy is anything that can cause a change. And then you're going to answer how you guys saw it change, or, you know, the evidence of this energy change. Okay, and then finally, you guys have a little video to show the temperature of 2 thermometers. I'm actually just showing how 1 thermometer changes when a light is added to it. So did you observe evidence that light carries energy, yes or no? And then describe any evidence that you observed. Again, you guys have a little video down here. Looks a little bit something like this. I put a thermometer under the light, and then I let it sit under the light, and you guys will see how that thermometer changes. Okay, so those 3 videos will help you out to answer that. So go ahead, take a couple minutes to pause this video, watch through those 3 videos, and answer the questions on whether you guys see any evidence of energy from those objects. Okay, moving on, we have the Activity 5 sim. So take a couple minutes, again, pause this video, open up your sim link, and then you guys will take about 3 to 4 minutes to observe the sim. Okay, sim looks similar to this, so just play around in it, figure out how to use it. And then when you guys are ready, we'll move on to the actual activity for today. Okay, so your mission for today is called Energy and Light. You're going to use a Lightwave sim to complete the following mission. Find one material that is changed by light from the sun and one material that is not. This will help you answer the investigative question, why can light cause materials to change? Okay, so again, you're going to find one that can change from light and one that does not change from light. So go ahead, open the Lightwave sim in the simple mode and follow the steps. So when you guys open this, it should already be in simple mode, but you guys can click the little 3 horizontal bars up there just to check. Okay, choose a material and drag it to the platform. So all of your materials are down here. So you guys will drag it to your platform. Okay, you guys can just put it in the one hole. You guys are just going to test one material at a time. Okay. Keep the sun as the light source and turn it on. So you guys have the sun as light source, and then this little toggle switch will let you turn it on. Okay, and then press inspect to see the effects of light on the material. So after you guys run this and turn it on, you guys will have the option to inspect. Okay, so if I hit on, here's inspect, I can go ahead and watch what happens and see if I saw any changes. So it looks like our leaves damaged a little bit. So this is the category of damage. Photosynthesis, we actually grew some too, and then it also changed temperature, so it got a little bit warmer. So you guys will find one that changes and one that does not. I've already shown you one, but you guys can find a different one that changes with the light. And then observe whether light from the sun causes the material to change based on those 3 factors: the warmth, the damage, and then just depending on what other changes you guys might see, you might see different categories. So place different materials in the testing area until you find at least one material that is changed by light from the sun and one that is not, and then answer the questions below. So you guys will need to use your draw tool for this. Light from the sun causes the blank to change. So which is the one object that you guys chose that you saw the sunlight change? So go ahead and highlight that. There's obviously multiple answers, but you were only specifying one, so you can highlight if you found more than one, that's fine. Okay, light from the sun does not cause the blank to change. So find one object, whatever your one object was, or more than one object that did not change. You guys can highlight that one. And then you guys can work with a partner. Obviously, you guys are at home, so you guys will just need to kind of compare this on your own. Work with a partner to compare 2 materials. So on one material, you guys are going to have be your material that's changed by light. And then you guys will need to reset and do one that is not changed by light. And then again, you'll keep sun as your light source. You'll turn show energy on. So there's a little toggle for you guys to put show energy. Okay. And compare the test side by side and discuss the following questions. What happens to the energy from the light when the material changes? So look at those little yellow arrows, and once you guys have a material that changes, kind of what happens with that. And then what happens to the energy from the sun when the material does not change? So again, put your material up there that didn't have any effect from the sunlight and see what happens to those little yellow energy arrows. Okay, once you guys are done with that, we can go ahead and move on to activity 6, which is your homework. Okay, so for activity 6, you guys have a little anticipation guide. Basically, you guys will be reading 4 statements, and you guys will circle whether you agree or disagree with these statements. So for each statement, indicate whether you agree or disagree. Don't worry about being right or wrong. This is your chance to think about what you already know about light. As you learn more during the unit, you will return to this guide to revise and explain your answers. So your first statement, light causes the same change to all materials. So based on what you know and what you maybe learned today, you guys are going to use the draw tool to circle agree or disagree. Okay, statement 2, all light is the same whether it comes from the sun, a light bulb, or anywhere else. Agree or disagree. Statement 3, all light can be seen. Agree or disagree. And statement number 4, light can travel through materials that you cannot see through wood, like wood or aluminum foil. Agree or disagree. Then you guys will go ahead and revisit those 4 statements, and you're going to choose the statement that you're the most sure about. It can be one that you agree with or one that you disagree with. So circle which statement you think you are the most certain about, and then explain why do you agree or disagree with the statement you chose. Explain your thinking. Okay, finally, answer this question. In this lesson, you observed that a solar-powered toy moved when you shined a flashlight on it. Select all of the statements below that accurately explain how this happened. So you guys can circle more than one. Light from the flashlight carried energy. There was energy in the toy that was activated by the light. Energy from the flashlight was absorbed by the toy, or the flashlight absorbed energy from the toy. Okay, finally, do your wrap up. Do you have any questions? Circle yes or no. If you have questions, type them here. And then circle 5, 4, 3, or 2. How do you think you did? And great job. You were all done. Don't forget to hand this in, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks.